All right, so here is the first question. You ready? Here we go. You're configuring a small branch router that uses a serial link to connect to an ISP. You apply the correct IP addresses, but the link remains down. The interface shows serial 0/0/0 is up. Line protocol is down. You check both ends and confirm IP addresses and cables are correct. After reviewing the configuration, you discover the router is set to DTE, but the ISP also is configured, their end is DTE. What's the real cause of this issue? So if it's your first time being with me again, I'm not being a weirdo. I'm not just standing here for no reason. This is, giving you time to deliberate and figure out what you think the answer is before I give you the answer. And also, all I ask for you to do is to like this video so we can stay in the algorithm and get in front of more people who need help with the CCNA. 3, 2, 1. All right, so for this, the absence of clock rate command on the local DCE side. In the serial point-to-point links, one side must act as the DCE and provide a clock rate. If both ends are DTE, no timing is provided, and the physical layer won't function properly. Hence, the line protocol is down status. Even if IPs are correctly configured and cables are fine, the lack of clocking prevents proper synchronization. While reviewing a routing table, you notice a static route you configured is not present. You double check the syntax and confirm it matches the correct destination and next hop IP address. However, the route still does not appear in the routing table. The next hop IP address belongs to a subnet that the router has no interface in or knowledge of. Despite static routes generally taking precedence over dynamic ones, this route is being ignored. What is the most likely reason for this behavior? Three, two, one. The next hop is unreachable by the router. So if you've been in networking or familiar with networking, hops just mean the number of routers. So if you got 3 routers, it will take 3 hops to get to your destination, right? So for a static route to be installed in the routing table, the next hop IP must be resolvable. That is, it must be reachable via a directly connected interface or recursive lookup. If the router has no knowledge of how to reach the next hop, the static route is ignored. This prevents black holding traffic. Even though static routes have lower administrative distance, they're only installed if they are valid. You're troubleshooting a VLAN communication issue on a layer 2 switch. Hosts in VLAN 10 are unable to communicate with those in VLAN 20. Even though a router on a stick setup is in place, all sub-interfaces and the router are configured with the proper VLAN encapsulation and IP addressing. The router is connected to the switch via a fast Ethernet interface, but hosts cannot ping each other across VLANs. When examining the switch configuration, you find that the interface connecting to the router is set as an access port. What is the cause of the issue? Three, two, one. The switch port connected to the router is set to access mode. In a router on a stick configuration, the switch port that connects to the router must be configured as a trunk port. This allows VLAN tag traffic to reach the sub interfaces on the router. If the port is in access mode, on an untagged traffic is allowed, breaking inter VLAN communication, the router doesn't need VLAN creation itself. It needs properly tagged sub-interfaces. This is a common misconfiguration in VLAN routing scenarios. So VLAN, if you notice, there's been a lot of acronyms, right? So VLAN is just a virtual local area network, right? That's something you can set up on layer 2 switches, layer 3 switches, right? Your network design includes 2 layer 3 switches that act as default gateways for multiple VLANs across a building. To maintain high availability, you want to ensure that if one switch fails, the other can take over routing duties without users noticing. The goal is to avoid requiring users to change their default gateway settings. The design must include automatic failover and seamless traffic transition. What is the best solution for this scenario? Three, two, one. HSRP, or Hot Standby Router Protocol. HSRP allows multiple routers or layer 3 switches to share a virtual IP address that serves as a default gateway for clients. If the active router fails, the standby router takes over the virtual IP, allowing uninterrupted communication. This is a first hop redundancy protocol specifically designed to provide default gateway resilience. STP prevents layer 2 loops but doesn't manage gateway IPs. EIGRP is a dynamic routing protocol and doesn't provide gateway failover. BTP helps manage VLAN configuration but doesn't play a role in redundancy. Hey gang, I just taught you more in 30 minutes than you learned in your whole life. We got a bunch more videos just like this on the channel, but if you're super serious about getting into tech, check out all the things that we offer in the description. If you need a one-on-one with me, I got you. If you need some practice tests, I got you. If you need just certification training, I got you. If you need help getting skills, certs, and a job, I got you. Pretty much this is a all-in-one ecosystem to help you level up in tech. Other than that, I'll see you in class.